Hello everybody, coming at you again with another CFL recap, this time talking about week 9, which I'm aware I am super late on, I apologize, but please make sure to stick around and listen to a quick recap if you want, of course, and then please make sure to subscribe if you are new, interested in the CFL, etc., all that good stuff. So let's talk about this recap quickly because you've probably all heard it. So the Winnipeg Blue Bombers took on the Montreal Alouettes in Montreal, and literally you could not hear a thing during the broadcast, which we all know about. And this game looked like it could be possibly an upset. You know that the Owls owner Stern had said that the Alouettes were going to win this game, had predicted it, just like he predicted a win over the Argos. And this time, of course, it did not happen as Winnipeg moves to 9-0 and they won 35-20. But it really did look like Montreal might have a chance as they had a deficit of just 7-3 in the first half, forced 3 turnovers. 2 of them, they had an opportunity to score, and then the other one was really late in the game with Winnipeg trying to drive downfield into Montreal's end zone. Didn't work, but of course to get 3 turnovers and only be down by 4 in the first half against Winnipeg is good. Really though, what undid the Owls in all of this was the fact that they had a bad fourth quarter. The offense for Winnipeg had 2 touchdowns as well as Anarian Grant return TD as well. So if you give up 21 points in a quarter, probably not going to do too well, especially against a team like Winnipeg. They had a 35-14 lead, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course the Alouettes would get a touchdown late in this. Didn't really matter though, and we saw the Bombers again stay undefeated. Montreal now 2-6, as we saw just really Winnipeg being Winnipeg. And then we saw a ugly game. I mean, it was kind of fun. I think any football is fun, as the Calgary Stampeders went into Ottawa to play the Ottawa Redblacks. We only saw 1 touchdown in this game, and that was the Titus Wall touchdown. So Titus Wall scoring touchdowns on defense is just a regularity. If you remember back to that game against Hamilton early on in the year, holy cow, that one was crazy too. But yeah, this one, you had Bo Levi Mitchell, who is looking to be the franchise all-time passing yards leader. Fell just either a yard or 4 yards short, excuse me, but fell a few yards short, and that was not going to be a problem though, because Calgary able to win this. You saw Nick Arbuckle come on in relief of Caleb Evans, and yeah, he had an efficient day. He was like 17 for 20-some, but it was just kind of a lot of dink and dunk, and he had 2 interceptions. At the end of the day though, this was an ugly game, not a lot of offense, not a lot of scoring. Of course, you see 20 total points, but the Stampeders go into Ottawa after having lost to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and they get a win, proved to, 5-2, 6-2 at this point, so good for them. Third game of the week was the Hamilton-Toronto game. Very big rivalry here, as you have the Hamilton Tiger Cats going into Toronto to play the Toronto Argonauts. At the end of the day, like I said in my post about the final score, Bush League Broadcast Instagram, if you want to check that out, by the way, the Hamilton Tiger Cats had another big lead yet again, and of course, they blew it. I mean, this is just a regularity at this point. I wouldn't say big, but it was 17-6, 11-point lead. It was in the third quarter, and they ended up just fumbling away. The defense only gave up 18 points, but the offense had a turnover, and then there was a blocked punt, of course, too. That one was really unfortunate timing, as Toronto able to pick up a win here. And again, like I said, in the Ryan Dinwiddie era, they don't win necessarily pretty, but they find ways to win games. And against the rivals, the Ticats, they win this one being down by double digits. Didn't matter, as Hamilton loses another game and Toronto gets a little bit of cushion up top, with Hamilton and Toronto and Ottawa all losing as the Argos win over the rivals. And then the final game of the week, it was a mauling. You had the Edmonton Elks taking on the BC Lions. This game, again, was pretty rough. The final score was 46-14. Nathan Rourke, I hope you stay with the BC Lions, because I do not want to see you go to the NFL, but you are making it hard to want to stay for yourself, I'm sure, if you can go get the money in the National Football League, as he was 34 for 37, put up big yards, set his own record for Canadian passing yards by QB, of course, and that was just all she wrote. Rhymes had 3 touchdowns, and in general, Edmonton struggling to find a way to win this against a team that has already beat them badly before, as the BC Lions remain one of the second team besides the Blue Bombers that have had 1 loss or less. BC, of course, 6-1, Winnipeg 9-0, and the Lions keep that top or the second spot in the West, while Edmonton is down to 5th. Probably will stay there all year. Struggling to find some consistency in the quarterback room, but what can you expect? We kind of expected this from them, and then they traded Nick Arbuckle, etc., etc. That is my Week 9 recap. I apologize for making it so quick, but you kind of get the gist. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new. Everybody, please make sure to stay safe and have a great night.